Welcome to the Solis. We have a huge announcement. Two very, very important people will come to Gold Coast in Australia in 2 days. And that is my kids that I have from a former relationship. They are now grown-ups, Noah and Cecilia. We are very excited. In this video we will talk a bit about why they are suddenly coming, and we are also going to tell a bit about a couple of trips we've had in Gold Coast, the Macintosh Island Park trip, and the very, very hot trip to Coombabah Lakelands today. Cecilia and Noah are coming on Saturday, and when we decided to go to Australia and I had that idea, let's just move, I also had a very good idea, I think, and I'm sure they agree, is that we have to show them this place also. So it was decided that they should come down when they have the winter vacation.
Yeah, that was no-brainer.
Yeah, and we said, could you please come down? And they said,
maybe
okay,
Australia.
Yeah. So we are very excited that I'm watching the time all day today, because now I know they will soon get up out of the bed. Then it's 7 o'clock in the morning in Norway and Denmark, because they're actually in two different countries right now. And yeah, we can tell a bit about that actually, because my oldest, Cecilia, she moved to Denmark a couple of weeks ago to have a half year of studies in Denmark, in Copenhagen. So when they are now coming to Australia, then Noah, he's 18, he's then flying to Copenhagen and meeting up with Cecilia there. And then they will fly together to China and be there for 14 hours.
10 hours in Shanghai.
Yeah.
So they are planning also to maybe visit the town a little bit.
Yeah.
That has to be exciting.
Yeah. And then they fly again, and then they will be here on Saturday afternoon. So that's also it's a longer trip than we actually took, because they will be in China also. So this is exciting. Our next video will show you that they arrive, and maybe I can also persuade them to be on this YouTube channel. I don't know. My daughter, she has her own stuff going on social media, and she loves getting some attention, so I'm sure she can say yes to something at least.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that we will make them to join here.
Yeah.
There'll be a lot of things happening next week.
Yeah.
For sure.
And one of the points, for me at least, to get them down here, of course they deserve to be a bit on a vacation also, but it is to show where I was living when I was young and show them my university, Bond University. They have to go there, it's not a choice.
I just need to add here that Tommy's Australian stories, everyone heard about him a lot, not once but maybe many times, so
yeah,
now's the time for some part of the family at least to experience a little bit of that.
Yeah, no one from my family came down here when I was living here for 3 years. It was too long, they said, and it was too warm, so I was a bit disappointed. But finally I can show someone. Of course I've shown Magda now, and then my older kids will see it, because they haven't been that interested in my stories. So maybe I'm boring, I don't know. But I will show them that I was very interesting at that time of my life.
It will be interesting to see in the Bond University on some students' wall with the pictures.
Yeah. I will find my name there, that's for sure. Yeah. And I will, we'll make a video of the trip to Bond University. That will be maybe, I'm sure that can fill a whole video, or maybe 10, I don't know how excited I will be. If I can get into the film and TV area, and maybe I can talk to someone about me and my history as a president in the soccer club, a very important story that needs to be told. So we have a lot of things to do there. Yeah. And then we have a plan for Springbrook and National Park. We have now got a deal for a car, so we will drive on Tuesday, Wednesday, and we are also going to a theme park. We are not totally decided, Dreamworld or Warner Brothers. If any one of you have any suggestion, we have a 5-year-old, and then we have those crazy in the 20s almost
thrill seekers
that needs a lot of thrills, and then we are the ones on the bench. Is there any?
I can take the kids ones.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
I need a good bench in the shade. So I don't know if you have a park for all
That's
that.
bench.
Yeah, yeah. So that's it. But I can tell you that I have actually been in that tower on Dreamworld with Afraid of Heights. I've done a lot of very, very scary stuff. But I
Yeah.
decided 3 years ago maybe that now it's time for me to say I'm too old. I have never liked it, but I've always done it because people say, "Are you scared?" And then I have done it.
Yeah.
But no more now. I will not be in a roller coaster next week.
No,
No.
not me.
No. Yep. Then the Macintosh Island Park. Will not say a lot about it, but it was nice and quiet and not a lot of people.
A lot of people, a lot of different trees, which we are very amazed of, that there are so many different kinds that you can really walk around and wow, look at this one, look at this one, it's growing so funny way. We have many different types in Norway as well, and same as Poland, but they are not so much different from each other. They have different leaves, but they more or less look, I don't know, kind of the same and boring, I would say.
Yeah.
Like regular trees.
Yeah, it's very, very different,
Yeah.
those trees. And yeah, we have shown you some clips now of them, and that was just in the park. Maybe you know anything about the park, that they have put in all those different kind of trees.
Yeah.
Or it is nature in Australia, I don't know.
I don't know either.
Yeah. It
A
was
little bit
fascinating.
nice with some birds as well. We saw peacocks in the wild and funny
Yeah.
goose.
Goose, yeah,
Goose?
the goose, yeah,
Goose.
they are.
And
they
the
look
black
a bit-
swan sitting on the eggs,
Yeah.
that was very exciting also.
Yeah, the swan.
Yeah.
The swan had a nest on the beach, and the goose I like, but they look a bit grumpy. I don't know. The duck
I
looks
don't know,
happy.
for
The
me they
goose
look
looks a
cute.
bit go away.
I don't know, more sophisticated.
Yeah, I don't know. The goose is sophisticated.
Yeah, I know,
No,
I
they
know.
are. No, they
Yeah.
have been to McDonald's maybe
Okay.
too much. I don't know. Yeah, and then the Coombabah today. That was really a
Exhausting.
bad day because of the weather. I said that it might be cloudy after a while, and then we went there. It was no wind,
No
very
clouds.
no
full
clouds,
sun.
very dry. And we were like walking like what you call David Attenborough, trying to find wildlife, wild kangaroos and koalas. And every time it was a bit quiet, then a group of tourists came and stood where we stood. And then we tried to like
Talking loudly.
let
and-
them walk
yeah.
past us, and then they stopped, and we like couldn't get rid of them.
Yeah.
Have you guys in Australia been maybe a bit irritated sometimes of groups of tourists? It was the same with the pelicans.
Now we will start getting ready for the kids to come and visit.
Yeah, and please subscribe and like, of course, because we are very, very close to the 1,000 subscribers, as you see, maybe. And that's something I follow every 2 minutes.
I would say, yeah.
It would be nice to not follow that.
It would be nice, I can say that.
Yeah, because it's like the main hobby down here is watching statistics on YouTube.